Oh my god, guys, this video is so perfect. It's hilarious, but it's also very informative. So I'm going to play it through one time fully, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to pause it and I'm going to comment on what she's saying. So here we go.
I may be a baddie, but I'm also a fucking saddie. I am a man eater when it doesn't matter. But when it does, I'm such a fucking lover girl. And it's so hard and it's so fast for me, and I can never fucking put the brakes on. And I was giving a chance like this fucking shy nerdy type, right, that I thought was just gonna be so sweet. And we sleep together and he pulls a fucking 180, bro. And I can like sleep with people casually and I don't have a problem being used that way. But not like when I like somebody and it's different. This just ends up feeling yucky. Like it makes me feel gross. And I won't lie, I was so excited about this kid. And I thought he was gonna be so nice. Bro, I've never had anybody like be that cold and mean to me. I won't lie. I'm angry and I'm hurt. All the ones you know about, like Sam never did that to me. Frenchie never did that. Soccer Boy didn't even do that. But when I have a roster, they know I have a roster. Like, they know about each other. If it's casual, it's casual. But I dropped that roster so fucking quick, which is why I'm in this position now, bro. It took me one date and I was like, cleared. But I really liked him, or at least what I knew of him. And that motherfucker was giving me forehead kisses and I said, please don't do that. And he goes, why are you gonna catch feelings? Here, let me make sure I do it again. You fucking evil supervillain. I can get whoever I want. That is totally true. But they only want to sleep with me. I can't get people to want to date me. The reason I went for somebody different from my type is because I was prioritizing a soft landing. Soft and calm. Joke's on me, bro. I got fucking one of the meanest ones I've had in a while. Holy fucking shit. I just was really excited to be cuffed for cuffing season. I just feel gross. Makes me feel less than human.
Damn. Low key, this is kind of sad. Hearing her say she can get...
Alright, so now we got the commentary, but my goodness. I mean, this just proves everything. It proves why men don't respect women anymore. It proves what women are actually thinking, what women are actually doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what's going on. They know what time it is. They even have all the lingo. Cuffing season. I'm a baddie. I caught feelings. Like, they know. Like, they play stupid. Women play ignorant. They play like, they pretend like, oh, I'm just a woman, I'm different, and they know everything. It's their strategy, and it's shooting them in the foot. What they are misunderstanding about men is that we know too. We know too. We know you're playing games. We know that you're sleeping around. We know that you're manipulating us. Women think men are stupid, and that's where women are wrong. That's where women need to wake up and realize that men are not stupid. We know that you're manipulating us. We know that you think we're stupid. We know that you think you can manipulate us and get away with it. You can't. We know you're sleeping around, and we don't respect you. It's just a fact. If men keep saying it over and over and over and over again, are you either going to change, or are you just going to continue to double down and keep doing the same things and getting the same results? Ladies, this is the thing. Guys, we just don't want hoes. We don't want women who sleep around. Here's the thing. She said it herself. She goes, I can get any guy that I want, but I can't get any guy that I want to commit to me. Exactly correct. That's what we've been saying in the Red Pill community for decades. That's what we've been saying. We've been telling you that. We've been saying that, but you view us as a threat because we're exposing your games, we're exposing your manipulation, and so you view us as a threat. Instead of listening to what we're saying and being like, you know what? They're right. Guys are right. Guys know that we are sleeping around and they don't like it. If I want to have a long-term relationship, if I want to have love, I need to stop being a hoe. I need to start being moral. I need to start changing up. But here's the problem. They start too late. This is the problem that men are having. It's like expired milk. There's nothing you can do with it. You just have to throw it away. You can't drink expired milk. You'll get sick. It's disgusting. You don't want it. Men do not want used goods. We can tell. We know. And not only that, we just assume. If you're out here dressing a certain way, putting on a bunch of makeup, or even if you sleep with us quickly, I mean, women can play the game. They can try. They can play the game, but they're only going to fool simps. They're only going to fool the men that they really deep down don't want, or they might, whatever. You're not going to get the guys that you want. And fine, you can settle down for money. You know, women do that. They settle down for money. They settle down for the lifestyle, for comfortability. That's fine, you know, and God bless you. More power to you, you know. But I don't think you're deep down passionately in love with that man. And this is where we talk about consequences. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You bought into the lies of feminism that told you you could go sleep around with no consequences, and it wasn't true. And now you're reaping the consequences. And we've told you, guys have told you, but you hate us. You disrespected us, and you don't listen to what we're saying. You don't listen to us when we tell you that we don't want hoes. We don't want to settle down for hoes. You're getting used. She said it herself. I've got a roster. I've got a roster of men. Yeah, that's the problem, lady. That's the problem. Guys don't like promiscuous women. Quality men do not want to settle down with promiscuous women. And they think, oh, well, you know, the guy that I wanted that one time, you know, he eventually settled down for me, but then I lost interest in him. And then, you know, it's like, it doesn't matter if a guy had a weak moment and he, you know, made you feel like you were worth something. It's just sex. That's all. He probably just missed the sex, and maybe he did love you. And this is the problem. Well, then how come you aren't with that guy? Maybe he did love you. Maybe you were supposed to be with him. If you believe in true love, if you believe that your other half is out there, maybe you were supposed to be with one of those guys, but it didn't work out because you're a hoe, or because you know, you're jaded, and by the time you meet the guy you're supposed to be with, your emotions are all screwed up. So really, the only guy you end up being with is the guy who has money, or the guy who you just feel comfortable settling down with, or whatever, because of the lifestyle. But you're not really deeply in love with that guy. So let's go back and let's listen to what this woman says. Oh my gosh. And she's cracking up. She let a nerdy guy hit it and quit it. So she calls him a nerdy guy. So she's been around the block so many times that now she's trying the shy, quiet, nerdy guys. Okay, let's play.
I may be a baddie, but I'm also a fucking saddie.
I may be a baddie. So there you go. So there's arrogance right there. Guys don't like arrogant women. You know, we don't like women who walk around like their shit doesn't stink. We like women who don't really, you know, focus on their looks that much. I'm a baddie, but I'm a sad. She thinks she's going viral. I mean, like, get a counselor, you know? And I mean, you know, guys do this too, but, you know, I do this, but you're telling the world, you're telling on yourself. You're telling the world that you're a hoe. You're telling the world that you sleep around, and you're telling the world that that's the reason why you can't keep a guy.
I am a man eater when it doesn't matter. But
I'm a man eater when it doesn't matter. So you're getting karma. I've said this before on my channel. Women will break guys' hearts and think it's cool. like, and they'll make a joke out of it too, like, oh, she's such a heartbreaker. She's out there breaking hearts. Ha ha ha. Like, have you ever had your heart broken? It's fucking horrible. It's almost like being it's almost like losing a limb or something. It's disgustingly horrible. Having your heart broken is terrible. I've had my heart broken a bunch of times. It does not feel good. It's not funny. It's not cool. It's not quaint. It's not a culture. It's not your little, maxim or your quip. Oh, I'm a heartbreaker. Ha ha ha. Like, it's funny, right? Like, what the fuck?
It does. I'm such a fucking lover girl.
I'm a man eater, but then when I really like a guy, then I'm a lover girl. Like, no, you're just getting karma. Like, you're getting karma because this is the thing. Like, these women, like, they're just no good. That they're just no good. Like, what can you even do with a woman like this? And her emotions are hot and cold. She likes you one week, and the next week she doesn't want anything to do with you. This is how women are. They're up and down, left and right, hot and cold, hot and cold. There's no consistency, right? So guys have to learn how to play the game, and then guys have to be players. She's only going for guys who are players. Guys have to learn. There's like schools of teaching out there to deal with women. Like, here's what you got to do. You got to not text her so much. You got to only respond every 3 days. You got to only, like, be really distant. Do the push-pull method. And I've done that before. I've used that stuff before, and it fucking works. Like, you have to, like, learn psychology and manipulate her, her reward response system and all this shit. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's stupid. And it's like, all people want is love. Like, if that's what it is, then just love that person that you're with. Like, why can't you do that? Because you're a hoe. Because your emotions are all jacked up. Because guys have to, like, play these games in order to get you to even be attracted to them, and even spend otherwise you'll just be off to the next guy. This is what men have been dealing with for so long, and it's like, you got your heart broken? Well, you deserve it, because you've been breaking guys' hearts.
It's so hard, and it's so fast for me, and I can never fucking put the brakes on. And I was giving a chance, like, this fucking shy, nerdy type, right, that I thought was just gonna be so sweet. And we sleep together, and he pulled...
Right there. And we sleep together. This is the thing. Women don't understand. They think that they think, oh, I'll reward a guy with sex. I like a guy, so I'll give him sex. Like, all that tells us is that you're a hoe. Most women will sleep with you on the first date if they really like you. It's just the truth. And it's just sad. And it's like, modern women are just cooked. They're just cooked. They're just ruined. They're just ruined. There's always a simp out there who'll be like, I'll take her, I'll love her, I'll fix her. Yeah, but most quality men won't, and that's the truth. We don't want these hoes. We don't want these irrational, hot and cold, emotional women who are sleeping around, crying about things. No thank. Like, what are you going to bring to the table besides sex? You're a liability. You're probably going to cheat on us. You're going to just lose your interest in a month. Anyways, how many women have you dated that just lost interest in you out of the blue and just moved on to a next guy? There's nothing you can do with these women. The best you can do is sleep with them and then just move on, because you might catch feelings. This is why guys are playing your game. Guys are playing women's games. This is what women do. They sleep with a guy so they don't catch feelings, and then they dump him or whatever. They sleep with a guy for a little while, but then they dump him before they catch feelings. Guys are doing the same thing. We're not stupid, ladies.
So fucking 180, bro. And I can, like, sleep.
No, he didn't pull a 180. He was playing you. He was playing you the entire time, because he knows you're a player. Because men know that women are players, and women are only attracted to guys who are players these days until it's time to settle down, and then they just take whatever docile beta man who's got the money, and then they just, oh, he's my husband or whatever. Like, whatever. Like, you just go find your little beta provider lady and stop sleeping around because apparently you just can't take the game anymore.
With people casually, and I don't have a problem being used that way, but not like,
oh, you don't have a problem with casual sex? Well, you should. That's the problem. That's the reason why men don't respect you and love you, is because you don't have a problem with casual sex.
when I like somebody and, you know, it's different. This just ends up feeling yucky. Like, it makes me feel gross. And I won't lie, I was so excited about.
Yeah, welcome to how men feel. Welcome to how men feel all the time when we try to date. We feel like losers. We feel yucky and gross, like you said, because we don't make enough money, or we're not good looking enough, or we get rejected all the time. Welcome to how we feel. Like you are getting used. That's the thing. You should feel yucky, because that's how you should feel all the time. It's not about casual or whether you love the guy. You should feel yucky the entire time, whether you have feelings for the guy or not, because being promiscuous is yucky. It's lowering your value. It's the reason why you're single. Okay, these women think they can have their cake and eat it too, and they're sorely mistaken. You think you can go out and sleep around and still find the love of your life, and it's just not true. You're gonna have to settle for some dude that you don't really love, because he's the only guy who doesn't see through your bullshit, or he's the guy who sees through your bullshit and he's still willing to accept it. That's all. He's still willing to accept your disgusting promiscuous past, and so you're gonna have to settle for some beta guy, you know, and you know, you're living a lie, because you know darn well that men don't like a woman's promiscuous past. So you're gonna have to go settle for some guy who does, which means you're gonna have to lower your standards, because quality men don't want to put up with that. This is why people aren't getting married anymore, because women are all hoes. That's just a fact. Women are out here hoeing around, and guys are like, no, I don't want to settle down with this used goods, with this woman who's got a 10, 15, 20 years of a promiscuous past. No, I'd rather just be single. I don't want this used good woman. This is what women don't understand about men.
This kid, and I thought he was gonna be so nice. Bro, I've never had anybody like be that cold and mean to me. I won't lie.
And here's another thing women don't understand. Guys get hurt, and they're like, and they figure out the game, and they're like, oh, this is the game women are playing, and that's why I got hurt. And then they'll start doing it to women. This is what women don't understand. Like, there are guys out here who are out for revenge. There are guys out here who are trying to hurt women because women were trying to hurt them, and they're just out for revenge. So it sounds like you got a vengeful dude. It sounds like you got a guy who was playing a game because he got hurt once upon a time. This is karma, ladies. This is karma. You're getting karma.
I'm angry and I'm hurt. All the ones you know about, like Sam never did that to me. Frenchie never did that. Soccer Boy didn't even do that. But when I have a roster, they know I have a roster. Like, they know about each other. If it's casual, it's casual. But I drop.
Bro, there's nothing could be more unattractive than what she just said. When I have a roster, they know they're part of the roster. They know about each other. The fact that you said you have a roster is one of the most unattractive things ever.
That roster so fucking quick, which is why I'm in this position now, bro. It took me one date and I was like, cleared. But I really liked him, or at least what I knew of him.
So she's mad that she cleared her roster. So she had a roster of guys that she cleared for this other guy, and now she's mad because she had to clear her roster. That's part of the reason why she's mad here. I mean, just absolutely despicable.
And that motherfucker was giving me forehead kisses, and I said, please don't do that. And
what she doesn't understand is that she's ruined. She's not good for love. She's not good for marriage. She's a ruined woman. When you say things like, I have a roster and I had to clear my roster, like, and you're mad because you had to clear your roster, you're a ruined human being. You're not worth dating. This is what women don't understand. This, like, they think they can sleep around and have no consequences. No, your soul is the consequence. Your character is the consequence. you are ruined. The way you think, the way you act, the way you feel is absolutely poisoned now because you slept around. That's the problem. This is what people don't understand. They think, oh, I can sleep around as long as I don't get pregnant or get an STD, everything's fine. Not true. It damages your soul and your heart and your mentality and your character and your behavior and your morals. And she just proved it. She said, I've got a roster and I got mad that I had to. She doesn't understand that it's tainted her character. Who she is now is different than if she would have never slept around. That's a fact.
Goes, why are you gonna catch feelings? Here, let me make sure I do it again. You fucking evil supervillain.
Exactly. He did it on purpose because he was hurt once upon a time. It's karma. You think you can hurt men, you think you can play us and manipulate us without any consequences, and that's not true. There are guys out here who are watching you, taking notes, and they're going to do it to you.
I can get whoever I want. That is totally true. But they...
Okay, so accidentally...
I may be a baddie. Why are you gonna catch feelings? Here, let me make sure I do it again. You fucking evil supervillain. I can get whoever I want. That is totally true. But they only want to sleep with me.
Bingo, ding, 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 we have a winner. I can get whoever I want, but they only want to sleep with me. Bingo, you're correct. That's what we've been saying all along. Guys are only out for sex because you don't have anything else to offer. We don't want to love you because you're not a good person. This is what women don't understand about men. We don't want to love a woman who is not moral, who does not have a good character. We don't want to love slutty women. That's how all guys are. Women, the sooner you realize this, the better.